Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Office Bloke Daz.
I'm Gaynor.
Office Bloke Aidan.
Here we are, all three of us. Is there anything that you had in the USA when we lived there that you can no longer live without over here? That you have to be, that's American, that you think, I need that as part of my life?
Peanut butter?
Frank sauce with me.
Frank sauce.
Yeah, because I've got it. I had it today. I can't live without it.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's definitely something that I can't.
Dr. Pepper, that's a big one.
Yeah, but they sell that like regular.
You can get that here.
Yeah, but it's American.
Yeah, I know, but it's very difficult to get Frank's hot sauce over here.
No,
Especially
it's not.
the buffalo sauces. The Frank's hot sauce, the regular red one, which is just the original, you can get that quite widespread. To get the actual buffalo sauce is quite difficult. Not many places sell it.
What's yours?
I don't know, to be honest.
Yeah, there's a few things, but
I
it's
used to have stuff shipped over the other way, so...
college football as well.
Yeah, that's a good.
That's another one. It's
NFL.
Yeah, you can get it on TV now, but they don't show all the games, and it's coming. It's coming.
Yeah.
It's getting bigger and bigger.
This is 6 things that Lawrence can't live without.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Lawrence, and I'm on a quest to uncover all of the memos that Britain and America lost in the pond, and one of those memos pertains to things and stuff. Specifically, American things and stuff that I can no longer live without. If you watch this channel in 2024, you'll know that this is part 4 in what is turning out to be a supremely popular series. And so if you haven't seen the other videos yet, I'll point to the playlist at the end. And if you are one of those long-time subscribers, thank you. If you haven't yet subscribed, do that now. In the meantime, here are 6 more American things that I can no longer live without. Somebody called Chainsaw Jim. As you can probably see, we've recently had a lot of snow here. Because this is Chicago, that snow is lake effect snow, something that I spoke about on my recent YouTube short about America's snowiest city, and a hint, it's not Chicago. But that doesn't mean we don't have to be prepared. And so one object that I can no longer live without is this. Jesus. Because this is a salt dispenser. What does that do, Lawrence? Well, you don't put it on your fish and chips. Basically, you fill this up with salt, or whatever they call it these days. And if you know that ice is on its way, before any of that happens, you walk around your house and perhaps the sidewalk, and you salt it with one of these. And it prevents you from having accidents.
Why don't we have that?
Do
In fact,
you know what we have? We have a bunch of guys with a hand, with a bucket in his hand and just chucking it like that.
I saw that
Serious.
on the road out here.
I saw him. He had a shovel under. The one I seen had a shovel under his arm, and he was carrying it. He was just brushing it off the top like that.
But is that not just someone in the local area just doing that, or is that someone working?
Council.
The
council, yeah. But what you've got is, by the time he's walked a distance, he's got to go back to where he got it from and then walk the same distance back. It's not going to work, is it, you clown?
No.
Think of a better way. Yeah. At least have one of them buckets that they spread, like, you know, you get like you have on a garden that spreads the seeds.
Yeah.
That you just push and it sprays it out and just walk them down in lines.
Yeah.
Do something like that.
You should invent that.
Yeah, I know.
if you do it right, it might even prevent snow from settling in certain parts. As you can see, I'm not great at that. But for the most part, these clear areas that you see here, that's because I put the salt down. I was prepared. I was also told to do it by my wife because I usually forget. Now, you can probably get these things in other snowy countries too. You might even be able to get them in Britain, but I never encountered them until actually the last year, when it was pointed out to me that you don't just pour the salt straight from the bag because it'll just go everywhere, which is the reason that Tara bought me this. But it's not just ice outside that plays a daily role in my life in the United States. It's also ice inside, specifically inside an ice cube maker. Don't worry about that. This here that's the implement right there.
Yeah, but British people have warm drinks though.
All our beer's warm. We've had one of them for many years.
We did, yeah.
Yeah,
we
over
did,
here.
yeah.
Talking about.
Yeah.
We've had them over here for many years.
And as I pointed out in my video all about America's obsession with ice cubes, this is an implement often used by people that have more money than sense. It just means that you get your ice cubes out of the freezer. And you might be thinking, ooh, Lawrence, you know, it's not the summertime, right? It's 7 degrees outside. Why do you need ice cubes? Because since it is 7 degrees outside, we have to turn the heat way up in the house, which is where I spend all of my time. So you have to find ways to stay cool. And that is where this comes in. I've done it again. So you might be thinking, how does it work, Lawrence? Very simple. You just take a glass of water. We've got one just sitting here at the side. That is really suspicious. And you pour it in until it comes up to this sort of...
Do you remember what happened though? Why we got rid of it?
Yeah, it's it broke in the end.
No, it didn't. It started to get mould. It started to get like little black dots.
We couldn't find it, could we?
And I couldn't clean it.
Yeah, we couldn't take it apart to
but
clean it.
But we've now got an American fridge where you just push it and the ice comes out.
Basket thing, but you don't want it to go above the basket thing.
I'm the same, but I have ice with everything.
Every drink. Let's get another glass, pour that in, And I think 2 is probably enough. Close it. I don't really know how this works, so I just turn it all off. On again. Bob's your
The worst thing about that though is when you needed ice at that moment and then there was none in there, and then you had to make some and then wait.
Yeah.
And call. The power light is green, and so we'll just have some ice magically in about half an hour. So we can't. We're just going to have to
wait
awkwardly stand here until that's done, which might mess up my audience retention rate. So we're going to skip that and come back in a few minutes. And there it is, not so much ice cubes,
Exact
but
same
ice
shape and everything.
So we'll just grab some of them, put them in my drink.
Little what?
Bob's your uncle. You've
Silver
got ice
things.
water. What is all this?
You're gonna be making shrimp and grits in your next video.
I am. Ooh. Hello, remember earlier when I said this? We have to turn the heat way up in the house, which is where I spend all of my time. So you have to find ways to stay cool. Well, ice is not the only way that we stay cool, because in a lot of American houses you have ceiling fans, which, if we can just look at that, comes on with the click of the fingers or the remote control. And so since you are not running your air conditioning in the middle of the winter, you do need something that is going to circulate air around the room. But we don't really have these in houses in Britain. Some would argue there's not really much need for them. It doesn't, generally speaking, get as warm in Britain as it does in much of the United States. And, you know, if it does start to get a bit too warm because we've cranked the heating up, then we just open up a window. You could do that here, but I wouldn't recommend it in 7-degree weather. One of the telltale signs of an American house is this: a walk-in closet that I've just walked out of. Walk-in closets are not something that I commonly experienced in Britain, where we prefer wardrobes, a place where we keep clothes, random stuff, and a portal to lions and witches. But American walk-in closets are great, and for 2 reasons. Firstly, their size. On the whole, even a so-called small walk-in closet like this one has more space than the average wardrobe that I used growing up. And number 2, they don't just topple over when you're playing hide and seek with your nieces and nephews. And for those of you wondering,
I've never seen like a stand-up wardrobe for a long time.
What?
Like a freestanding wardrobe.
I've got wardrobe in my room.
Yeah, you haven't got a freestanding wardrobe in your room.
It's built
fitted.
into the-
It's built in.
Yeah, but it's a wardrobe.
Yeah, no, but it's built in. What I'm saying, it's a fitted wardrobe. I'm talking about a freestanding one.
Declan's
that you
got
said it would
Declan's
fall
got one,
over.
yeah, Declan's got one.
I've never seen them. I've
I've
never
got one
been
in
there.
Delilah's room and Ali's room.
she's fine because she was covered on the NHS. Anyway, before we talk about our next entry, I'm going to take the elevator downstairs. I'm joking, we don't have an elevator in here yet. Top sheets might not strictly have originated in America, but my use of them definitely did, because in Britain we don't usually go in for one of these, you know, right under the quilt or duvet, because we just think to ourselves that's one extra thing to clean when we do laundry every 6 months when I was at university. Shut up. And other than that, what's the point? The duvet itself keeps you warm. But here's the thing, in what's becoming a theme in this video, top sheets help me to stay cool during the winter. It's all getting very bizarre, but of all the places I get hottest, it's in the bed, because something I didn't explain to you in this video yet is that the reason that the temperature is slightly higher than I would like is because I live with somebody who's better at winning arguments than me. So at night in this bed I get profusely sweaty from just being in the bed, not from anything else. And so how do you combat that? Well, in Britain I'd simply remove the duvet. The problem then is, after about an hour of this, you get
freezing.
Really cold. But this is less the case if you have a top sheet. Top sheets are way more prevalent in American beds, and at first I was confused by this, but now I wouldn't have it any other way, and it does make laundry much easier, which is good, because as an adult I've arrived at my wife's consensus.
No, I'm not buying that. There's no point of that, I don't think. That's a bit pointless.
No, I'm going to disagree.
I disagree
because
as well a little bit, because they are
I
quite
don't-
comfy to have a top sheet.
Yeah, and I don't like not having anything on me at all.
Yeah.
Whereas with that, you can. It's
Why
still
just
covering
half
your feet.
in, half out?
Yeah, I
Then
do
the
that
monsters will
sometimes.
get you.
I do that, but the monsters get me, yeah.
That's true.
That it should be done once a week.
It should.
And finally, American men.
I'm not going to lie, we've got a mailbox, right? Not like an American mailbox. We've got one that's not... People don't put it through our door like they do with most people. I don't even have a key for it. I don't even know where it is. You do it all.
I
don't
know
even
where it is, but I couldn't get into the place.
No, I couldn't. Don't know the code, and I don't have a key.
Mailboxes,
I do.
which you've heard me talk about before in this YouTube short. But in that YouTube short, I spent most of my time marvelling at the fact that they have little flags on them that you put up, and that gets the attention of the mail carrier.
Do you know what that is for, Aidan?
To let you know that there's mail in there?
No. When you put it up, it's to tell the mailman that there's mail to go.
To go. Yeah, so we pick some rather than you post it in the post box like we do over here. I don't even use mail anyway. I don't send any mail. I don't mail anything. I don't get anything mailed.
Can you just nick someone's mail then?
That's
That's
illegal.
Illegal. It's fraud.
You can't do that. It's an offence.
Oh wait, if it's illegal then I'm sure no one does it.
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying it is. Yes, you could, but
Why would you?
yeah.
True.
Who knows at that point?
What if
the
it's like a new
mailbox
bank card?
contains
Got a credit card bill. Got a birthday card.
outgoing mail. But for me, that was so 2 years ago, because in that time, I've developed an entirely new reason for liking American mailboxes, and it's dogs. Lawrence, what are you talking about? Well, as somebody that grew up in Britain, where we have letterboxes on the door, the dog that I lived with as a child used to eat the envelopes as they came in. And sure, you might think, well, why didn't you train the dog not to do that? And the answer is, because it's not as fun. But I'm not a child anymore, I'm a human being, and I didn't want to have to deal with that ever again. And thankfully, because American mailboxes are outside, I don't. On the flip side, Arthur still barks really loudly at the window when a postal worker turns up. And I would train him out of that, but he also does it to those people that try to sell us new windows, so it's not all bad. Anyway, thank you for watching this video, and thanks again to Incogni for sponsoring it. And
yeah, we'll have to leave a message and see what we can. He didn't cover food. He just covers things that are like home comforts, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't miss the mailbox. Going outside to get the mail and what you can pick it up off your doorstep.
Yeah,
here.
that's a lot harder, isn't it?
Yeah, but if you want to mail something, you only walk into the bottom of your driveway, wherever to put it in. I'm not sure we can put mail in our mailboxes over here, can we?
Oh, you go to the post office.
You go to the mailbox, don't you, and post it. To the
Which
post
is
box.
like a 5-minute drive or something like
Wherever
that.
they are, they used to be scattered all over. Now they're few and far between, aren't they? But I can't think of anything else that's on there where I would think, yeah, closet space nowadays is quite bigger in the UK generally, but houses are a lot smaller, so they have to figure out how they're going to do it. You don't really
Genuine housing space in America is.
Yeah.
We've got a lot more things over here than when we lived over there. We've got a lot more stuff's transported back over here, hasn't it? Yeah.
But it's
even like AC.
Yeah, walk-in closets would be turned. They'd make bedrooms bigger, and they'd rather sacrifice a walk-in closet for an ensuite.
Yeah.
And things like that, and sort of turn it into an ensuite and things like that. But yeah, it's few and far between for actual walk-in closets.
I've got a closet area.
Yeah, we have a closet area where it's got fitted wardrobes, but you can walk into the wardrobes and start like.
There's no door.
But it's just part of your bedroom though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an area sort of like that's divided from the bedroom.
I think it's called a dressing room, isn't it?
Yeah, dressing room. Yeah. But yeah, it's like I said, there's loads of stuff when you get used to it. You think, oh, especially if you come back to the UK into a smaller house and you look at it and you think that's going to be tough living like that.
Yeah, for me, I think it's like salad dressings. You get so many more salad dressings over there.
It's food related for me. It's like I say, these things when you miss things.
I do like a good salad dressing.
I can get on. I can live with certain things. Without a top sheet.
All right, corn dogs.
Yeah.
Corn dogs. Yeah.
Food again. Food stuff. But the sports bars.
Yeah,
your proper sports bars. You know what I mean? You can sit at the bar.
Yeah. Do miss that.
Good buffalo wings, mate.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Big bucket of buffalo wings. Big pint of whatever. Ice
Blue
cold.
cheese dip.
Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.
Bye.
Cheers.